Talk to me, Boulder.
Hey, Coach, how you
told
doing?
you I'm hitting that portal like never before. I already hit it.
As y'all know, Coach Prime said he was going to be hitting this portal hard. And it appears he has, because it sounds like Colorado may land one of the top defensive linemen in the portal to start. And they're lining up visits with some other top players. So let's sit back, relax. Let's talk about some of the players as Coach Prime is starting to really dig deep into the SEC and snatch some guys. So we also had the first big player, I would say, for Colorado. They hit the portal. Not huge, but I think he was a very big-time contributor that kind of hurts me that he's going to be bouncing. So let's dive into that here on the Prime Time for College Football. This video is powered by our partners at BetUS. Check them out. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit of $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. So let's talk about first the player that hit the portal for the Buffs that, it was hoping that he wouldn't, he would still be around because he was good. So jump right into it. It's not bury the lead. It's Deion Hayes, the edge that transferred in from Pitt. He is the first, to me, big name that has dropped out of the portal. And I'm going to be honest, man. I thought that I didn't want to see him go. He was really good. He started the season off very, very strong. 16 tackles, 10 of those with solos, 6 assists, 2 sacks. He was leading the team in tackles for loss and sacks until he got hurt in that Baylor game. But we got to see some of the young players actually be able to step up. And you got to see, some good action on the defensive side of the ball. The emergence of Arden Walker. BJ Green was already doing work, but him and Walker was able to show out. And so it kind of saddens me. I think that he's the biggest name player that has hit the portal for the Buffs. And he's the one to me it kind of stings a little. But he got hurt and honestly lost his spot. And I don't see an opportunity for him to even be able to take that back. Even if he did come back and he was a senior. So he's going to go somewhere, get an opportunity to play again. We wish him luck. We wish him all good favor and blessings because, that's what we do around here. That's what Colorado does. But besides that, you've seen a few more portal entries. Not really any, like I say, huge names, mainly depth guys. Tyler Johnson, interior offensive lineman. He entered today as well with Hayes. And then aside, Wasim, wide receiver, he entered yesterday. Jeremiah Brown, Adonis Forrest. Yakiri Walker, the interior offensive lineman, he's now in the portal with Peyton Kirkland. So yesterday was a busy day for portal guys. As you can see the list up here. These are all the dudes that entered the portal yesterday. And unfortunately, like I said, it just didn't work out. So wish him the best. But Hayes really did hurt to me, man. I thought that he was going to be something big time long term, but we'll see what happens on there. But let's talk about some visitors that's coming through because Colorado's got themselves a nice list of dudes that will be showing up to visit that y'all should be excited about. But first, shout out to our partners over there at BetUS. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. 125% bonus on your second and third deposits by using promo code YouTube150. And so we have the BYU game coming up. Colorado versus BYU. Right now, the Buffs are a 3-point favorite in this game. And so the expectation here is the Buffs should be able to handle BYU, even though they're very, very sound defensively. And we'll break that down closer to the game, closer to the bowl game of the Alamo Bowl. But if you want to jump into that action and get on that number early, BetUS is hooking you up. 150% bonus on your first deposit of $2,000. 125% bonus on your second and third deposits by using promo code YouTube150. BetUS, where the game begins. And so Pete Nakos over there at On3 has been putting out, he's shooting his shot is what he's calling it. Throwing out there who he believes can end up at what team and where. But Colorado's got some big visitors, and that's kind of what I wanted to dive into first. Like, they're going after some guys out there, some SEC boys. First and foremost, wide receiver Jonte Cook, the former 5-star that transferred from Texas, he went and posted underneath one of Coach Prime's posts and said, "I ain't hard to find." So it looks like he has some interest to playing here with Juju and all the other athletes we have here at Colorado. So definitely something to keep in mind. I talked about how Caden Salter, the quarterback from Liberty, is going to be pulling up, and wide receiver Joseph Williams from Tulsa is planning a visit as well. He was the American Conference Freshman of the Year. So definitely someone to keep your eyes on. But we got to talk about these SEC boys. So not only did Jonte Cook from Texas in the SEC go ahead and, shoot his shot at Prime. Shout out to ScoBuffs, GoBuffs Twitter account for posting that on the 8th. But there's two dudes that are planning a visit very, very soon that Pete Nakos was very, very high on. First and foremost, you have Jaheim Otis. And so Jaheim Otis, 6'5", 325-pound defensive lineman. He's a beast. He started 13 games his first 2 seasons with the Buffs. He had like 55 tackles, 4 pass deflections, and 1.5 sacks. And he was a top 100 player in the country, number 77 overall in the 2022 cycle. He's one of those dudes that he moves weight. He's an SEC guy. I mean, like I said, 6'5", 325. You don't find very many dudes like that. And right now, Pete Nakos is saying he has a medium feel that Colorado's going to win his services. So it sounds like Coach Prime may be already starting to win the portal wars. Hey, I'm just saying he's one to keep your eyes out for. Another 5-star, though, is going to be pulling up is Juju Lewis's former teammate, Caleb Odom. Yes, the former tight end. He was a 5-star tight end. They converted him to wide receiver, which I thought was super interesting. But Caleb, beast. He is planning a visit as well. And, hey, that could be sold. I think that's a great opportunity to say that I think that Prime and them may win his services out of the SEC. Caleb, he was the number 30 overall prospect in his class. And, yeah, he was in the 2024 class, man. He's a beast. 6'4", 220. And he was, like I say, he's a tight end, but he ended up getting moved over to wide receiver by Kalen DeBoer and that staff, which everyone felt like was a very interesting move, but it kind of made sense at his size and just his athleticism. He's really, really, really good. But again, he played ball with Juju over there at Carleton in Georgia, and there's a very good chance that he ends up coming over to Colorado. He's going to be visiting this week. And because he's visiting, I honestly feel like there's a very good chance that he comes this weekend. My apologies. But the big tight end, wide receiver dude, I can see him definitely being won over with what everything's happened at Colorado, the way Prime has won things, the way Prime is building this program. I'm keeping my eyes on him. I'm keeping my eyes on Jaheim Otis, those 2 Alabama players. Good chance that the Buffs are going to steal some away. So tell me what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. There's a lot of portal updates that's going to be coming down the line. I wanted to shoot y'all something quick. Players that have bounced that, kind of hurt your boy's heart, as well as some players that will be coming to visit. And so there's a long list. December 20th feels like the biggest date. Right now, I'm seeing a few players that are planning visits for December 20th at Colorado. So I would keep my eyes open on that. We'll talk more about how that happens. But, hey, just keep your eyes open. I can definitely see the Buffs doing some big stuff. I mean, like I said, Jordan White's going to be visiting the Liberty offensive lineman. A few others that's going to be coming into town. So we'll keep y'all up to date. Heisman Trophy is this weekend. We talked about Travis Hunter winning that bad boy. Make sure you check out that video. Well, he's not winning it, but he's a finalist. So I expect him to win it, though. Hit that bell notification if you want to make sure you don't miss out on any of these videos. And, yeah, we'll chop it up soon.